Hey guys, A back, and today what is it, Mum? No, yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to be so loud, Mum. No, yeah, I know it's a school night, Mum, but I'm making a YouTube video, Mum. No, yeah, no, please, I'll turn off afterwards, Mum. I'm gonna go straight to bed afterwards, Mum. Is that okay, please? Alright, thanks, Mum. Good night. Okay, hey guys, and today I've got a bit of a different video today. I've decided I'm going to go over everything we know about Shaggy's capabilities, up to what we know so far. We only know, like, you know, a quarter of his abilities. We don't know much. Theoretically, potentially a quarter. Theoretically, his cap goes past 100. We don't really know. But anyway, let's jump straight into it. So starting off small. At bare minimum, 0.1% of his power is all that's required. I mean, it's an incredibly small number. This is rounded up. I could not recite the number. It's a very small number. But so we're going to round up to 0.1% to destroy humans upon contact, right? He will, if he uses this much power, he can take the organs out of your body simply by just touching you with his pinky finger to the belly button. They'll just blow straight out the back, you know? So you got to watch out for that. That's something to be careful of. A little higher up than that, 1% of his power is all that he needs to just crush Earth, utterly destroy the entire planet. So, you know, he's a very dangerous person. But not that, you know, he's a bad person. You know, he's great. You know, wouldn't want him destroying the Earth or anything now. But yeah, 1% to destroy the Earth, and he only requires 4% to destroy the rest of the solar system. At least from what studies have shown. You know, this is all rough estimates, but from what studies have shown, it's about 4% to destroy the solar system. So that's quite scary. 1% up from that, we got 5%. And this is all he requires to defeat Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. Without the Infinity Gauntlet, it goes down to like 2 or 3%. But with the Infinity Gauntlet, he only requires 5% of his power to defeat Thanos. Now this is where it gets a bit hazy. There's a big jump between 5% and 10%. We don't know much of his capabilities in between that. But at 10%, that's all he needs to block a punch from One Punch Man with his index finger. Following on from that, 11% is all he needs to block it with his pinky finger. So, you know, One Punch Man's got a pretty strong punch, and he can block it with his pinky finger with only 11% of his power. You see what we're talking about here. Now, again, a little bit of a gap from 11% to 15%. This one's a bit complicated, but at 15%, this is the point when he achieves the ability to summon alternate dimensions, visit alternate dimensions and timelines, and slightly alternate time and space for himself, or potentially others if he wishes. So he can go visit alternate universes whenever he wants, different time zones, different times throughout history, different timelines. Or you can send other people to them, as has been seen in some of the interviews, that sometimes he'd get bored and he'd send the entire cast to a complete alternate dimension for decades at a time, only to bring them back when no time had passed at all and see the look on their faces. So this is an example of that. That only required 15% of his power. If it goes up 2% more, then it would appear that this is when he can start creating his own dimensions. So... and timelines. So he could just create complete other dimensions whenever he wants with only 17% of his power, which is still pretty small. 20% is all he needs to just crush the entire universe, right? Only 20%, and he can destroy the entire universe without an issue. You bump that by 1.77%. This one's quite specific, it seems, but from what research has shown, it's believed to be approximately 21.77% destroys the universe with his pinky. With just his pinky. And that's all. Once we get past that, we get to 22%. So this is pretty small. He can, so you know Kirby, Smash Bros, or from even the Kirby games, maybe even. He can swallow things and obtain their powers, but Kirby himself can be swallowed by Shaggy if Shaggy uses 22% of his power. Whole. Swallow Kirby whole. Bump up to 25%. He can travel so fast that he could cross the entire universe in a span of... I can't remember the exact time. It's about 3.72 seconds. That's pretty fast. 3.72 seconds. And that's almost all we know for now. up to 25%, there's a massive gap. We don't know anything about, we don't know any of his capabilities in between there. However, there is one other thing we know. At 100%, he can defeat today's sponsor, which is my friend Guy, who's recently started up YouTube. I want to give a big shout out to him. He's recently started up, looking for a following. I highly recommend his videos. There's some great content on his channel. Guy, I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. And at 100% power, Shaggy needs to use all of his power in order to defeat Guy. So do be sure to give him a subscribe, give him a check, like his videos. He's a great channel, great content creator, and I'd really appreciate if you could help him out. That's it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video, most likely. I would assume, at least I'd hope so.